So I dropped in at the hospital here, the emergency, and I said, look, I'm having trouble breathing, my arm's sore, I can hardly lift it. And they said, well, come on in, we got a bed for you. So I went in, and within a half hour, the doctor had diagnosed I was having a heart attack. Part of the discharge, after you've had a heart attack, there's a number of things, like they tell you when you can drive again and all that. But they give you this prescription, and they tell you got to get this filled out. So I came from Saskatoon back to North Battleford. Wife gave me a ride, and we went to the drugstore and got the prescription filled. And over time, my prescription ran out. You'd go and they'd say, I'm sorry, no refills. But up till then, every time I went, they would refill it, and I would take it home and do as what the bottle said to do, or as I was advised to do. During the time frame, and I'm going to go about 3 years, I had to go and see the cardiologist several times, and he'd say, what medication are you on? And at the beginning, first time I went, they advised you to bring your list of medications. So I brought my medications with me, and I said, this is what I'm taking, and she just said, fine, at his office at the University Hospital there. And every time I went, he would say, what medication are you on? And I got to the point, I'd run out of all the things with no refills, so I said, the only thing I'm taking is my blue aspirin, because I took the blue aspirin, the baby aspirin, before I had the heart attack. So I've been there about 3 times. My family doctor, he would ask me every once in a while if I had to go visit him, are you taking any medication? And I'd say, no, just the blue aspirin. I had to come to emergency once or twice during this 3-year time frame. And at the beginning I had the list, which I gave him. But then after a while I said, no, I'm just on blue aspirin. Well, the one doctor at emergency, that seemed to concern him. He said, if you had this heart attack 3 years ago, how come you're not on this medication? It said no refills, so I'm not on it anymore. Well, he said, this doesn't seem right to me, so I'm going to send a letter to your doctor. And again, I didn't know whether he meant my family doctor or the cardio doctor, because I never heard from anybody. I guess he sent the letter. So I get down to Saskatoon, to the Royal University Hospital, and they go through the questions. What medication are you on? I said, well, I'm taking the blue aspirin. Wow, did I get help. There was a cardiologist there that he didn't turn out to be a very nice person at that time. And he had told me it was my responsibility, just because there was no refills didn't mean I shouldn't continue that medicine. That it was my responsibility then to either get a hold of the doctor or whatever. And I said, well, hold it. I was told there was a letter going, and I've never heard anything back. Well, it's your responsibility. Well, okay. I asked my doctor, my family doctor, I said, didn't you get a letter? Because I was at emergency, and they told me they were going to, yeah, but he said, I thought the cardiologist was going to talk to you about it. That he didn't think it was his responsibility to talk to me about it, was the cardiologist. And again, that then concerned me. But I've learned that as hard as the doctors and the amount of work they do, and as hard as they try in that, there is room for confusion.